Hey guys, so I received a question about financials and the total cost of leg lengthening. So this video is about how much I paid for my leg lengthening, the cost, and my journey. So I hope that this video helps you with planning your financials. So after I spoke with Dr. Assayag and I got a quote from him, which was $80,000, I scheduled my pre-surgery medical exam. A pre-surgery medical exam is an exam that you get done through your primary care physician. The purpose of this exam is to make sure that there's nothing wrong with you medically and that you're fit for the surgery. For me, the cost of this exam was $100 and my results came out normal, so we proceeded with the surgery date. I wired Dr. Assayag $80,000. I purchased some items like clothing, walker, and other essentials, which were about $500. My plan was to stay near the hospital for 30 days post-surgery. And for these 30 days, my estimate for gas, lodging, and food were approximately $500 for gas, $4,000 for Airbnb, $1,500 for food. I had to pay $4,000 because I preferred to stay at Airbnb with my family, my wife, my mother-in-law. I wanted to stay with all of them, and I preferred a private Airbnb, and because of that, my expenses were high. If you would stay in the accommodation that is provided by the Sinai Hospital, then it would be much, much cheaper. So after I had my surgery, when I was being discharged from the hospital, I had to rent a wheelchair. That wheelchair was $200. And on my discharge, I also had to purchase medication. My medication was $400 because I opted to take blood thinners in a tablet form. You can also get blood thinners in form of injections that you put in your stomach every day. Problem is, the pill form for blood thinners are much more expensive than injections, but I was willing to pay that because I didn't want the injections. But if you want to go with the injections, it'll be much, much cheaper for you. I think it was even less than $100. Fast forward 30 days, I was visiting Dr. Assayag every 2 weeks, and I did that for approximately 5 months. For these visits, I spent approximately $1,800 on gas, $3,600 on lodging, and $1,200 on food. For my physical therapy, I did total of 10 private sessions, which included ASTIM, and each session was about $500. Costing me a total of $5,000. A little bit of explanation here for physical therapy. So keep in mind that the original quote that I received for my surgery only included 4 sessions of physical therapy, which means that anything in addition to those original 4 physical therapy sessions, I needed to pay out of my own pocket. Now you can save money by not getting your physical therapy at the hospital. You could go to any of your own physical therapists. You can shop around and get a much, much better rate. My each session was $500. X-rays and doctor visits that happened post 90 days were not covered by the quote. So I had to pay every time I went to Dr. Assayag. And those cost me about $1,320 for x-rays and $1,800 for doctor visits. So my total for surgery came out to be about $96,920. And I'm sure that there were small expenses here and there that I'm not accounting for. But these were the biggest expenses, big ticket items that I could calculate. One major expense that I do not have in my list is that of a caretaker. Keep in mind that in first 30 days after surgery, I was completely dependent on my wife. She did daily massages. She took me to PT, took me to my appointments, drove me around, and I will always be in debt to her for that. The other tip that I would give you is start stretching 3 to 6 months before your surgery extensively. If you stretch real good and if you're flexible, I firmly believe that you will need less therapy sessions and your lengthening will go much, much smoother. So stretch as much as possible. I traveled for every single appointment that I have with Dr. Assayag, and you don't have to do that. We also have the option of using virtual appointments, telemedicine, which are cheaper than physical appointments. It also saves you with gas money, so you don't have to travel every time to see Dr. Assayag. So I hope this gives you some idea in planning your budget. It works out for you. So thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.